Stu, let's bring you in with your reaction on this new 2-year deal. We're seeing so many of those deals, right? The 1 year, the 2 year, because there is a lot of uncertainty. Do you like this fit?
Well, I think at the end of the day, the number makes good sense. Remember, I think it was 2 shows ago, you and I were talking a little bit about an arbitration award for somebody like Pulock. He could have come in higher than the $5 million that the Islanders are able to ultimately agree to. So, you know, to Arthur's point, now you've got a little certainty around the Pulock situation, and it starts to crystallize some of the other moves you're going to need. For me, you know, this lights up a piece on the board, Andrew Ladd for the New York Islanders. There's an opportunity, and it'll take a good bit of creativity for Lamoriello to pull this off. But are you able to jettison a Ladd contract some way, somehow, without retaining a lot of that salary to clear the cap space that allows you to button down a Barzal, who is projected to come in probably in and around 7, give or take 500 on either side of that. So it should be an interesting, you know, continued offseason for the Islanders organization. I don't know that there's a club out there in terms of who they really need to get buttoned up under contract, who faces some cap pressure that has to employ more creativity. But listen, Lou's been around the block. If anybody's up to it, it's Lou. And take a guy like Martin, for example, Jamie. Lamoriello has a way of persuading, convincing players. The fit here has to be more important for you. It is a good fit for you. You've got to be able to, you know, work with us in some respect to make sure we can get everybody under contract and bring everybody back to camp.
Well, how exciting, though, for Islanders fans to hear Arthur Staple, who covers the team closely, saying the window is now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this team, I don't know that any of us really expected them to go all the way to the Eastern Conference Final this year, but they looked legit, and they have a really great coach in Barry Trotz, so who knows? Maybe they can do it.
Without question. I wouldn't go so far as to say they took the Stanley Cup champion Bolts to the brink, but they gave them a handful. They were a tough out. They were a very tough out. With that organic improvement and maybe some important adds towards the future, you've got a contender.